Hello, Miami. You're watching 305 Sports Now, your home podcast and channel for all things Miami sports related. I am Will.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to 305 Sports Now. Once again, I am your host, Will. Hope you guys have a wonderful Father's Day weekend. And here I'm talking about today is visitors after visitors after visitors. The Miami Hurricanes have been enjoying official visits from some of the top players in the country. Fernell Brown, Jamie French, Chris Ewald, DJ Pickett, Jabari Antoine. I mean, there has been the creme of creme has been coming to Miami. And now I'm going to talk about a guy who has been crystal balled to become a Miami Hurricane, and that is linebacker out of IMG Academy, Mr. Gavin Nix. 6 feet tall, 225 pounds, just completed his junior year of high school. This is a typical Mario Cristobal type of linebacker. He's big, strong, fast, and lean. Stats for this year, only in 8 games, though, in 8 games for IMG. Okay, Gavin had about, 42 tackles, 7 of them for loss. He hit the quarterback pretty good 5 times with 1 sack in 8 games only. But the stats, I really want you guys to pay attention because I want you to see how high the ceiling for this young man can be. Was his freshman year of high school. His freshman year of high school, he attended Highland Prep, 79 tackles as a freshman, a varsity freshman, facing very good competition. The school, I believe, won states that year. 79 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, and 5 sacks. This kid is just an absolute beast. And my analysis that I'm gonna give you guys is just it's gonna get your eyeballs, man. And I hope you enjoyed the huddle video that's playing as B-roll right now, because the bottom line is, this kid is fun to watch on film. If I was to compare him to recruits from a couple of years ago, for me, looking at his tape, he's kind of like a hybrid of Raul Aguirre or Raul Popo Aguirre and Malik Bryant. He's got the speed and the size of Malik, but he's got the ability to cover people in the passing game like Raul does. But both guys are very efficient tacklers, and Gavin is one of them. Gavin is big. Gavin is fast, and Gavin is a relentless tackler. Okay, similar to both Raul and Malik. Okay, when you look at their videos when they're coming out of high school to become members of the Miami Hurricanes, all right, instincts are absolutely phenomenal. He can read offense very well. You'll see in some of the huddle plays how he doesn't necessarily bite, on the zone read option. He will see what the quarterback is going to do. Doesn't necessarily commit to one or the other. He'll see where it goes. He's fast enough to go sideline to sideline. So if you hand the ball off to the running back, if the running back is slowed down, like the defensive end sets his edge, Gavin will close in and make that tackle. Oh, he will make that tackle. Okay, this is a solid tackler. Remember years ago how we had problems with tackling when Manny Diaz was here, and we've seen rapid improvement from the Miami Hurricane linebacking court as far as wrapping up and tackling and bringing guys down goes. That's because we're recruiting guys like this, okay? Recruiting guys like this that know how to tackle, have good fundamentals, and aren't afraid to take guys down with ferocity. And that's what Gavin Nix brings to the table, okay? Sideline to sideline runner, has a high motor, a lot of energy, does this young man have as well, can bring pressure, all right? A quarterback's worst nightmare, a blitzing linebacker, and on delayed blitz, he knows when to hit the gap and take out the quarterback, but he's lethal in stopping the run. With his size and speed and tackling ability, 4th and 1, if you hand that ball off to that running back, if he times his run well, he will take your running back down. If you don't block him, you don't put a hat on that kid, he will take that running back down, okay? So he's big enough, he's strong enough he won't be carried into the end zone like what happened a couple of years ago, right? He will pin the running back. I put it to you that way, all right, as well. Again, he can play coverage. That's why I said it reminds me a little bit of Aguirre, of Popo Aguirre. Aguirre is an individual. If you look at his high school tape, he could cover tight ends and he could cover running backs. Gavin Nix is similar in that way. Not just a ferocious tackler, not just a run stopper, not just a guy that you use in blitzing the quarterback, but if you got to drop him back into coverage, whether it's zone or even man, Gavin Nix, depending on the matchup, again, because depending on the speed of the tailback, Gavin Nix will run with anybody. Gavin Nix is really fast. Great first step as well. Amazing footwork as well. Can get in front of defenders, okay? Uses his hands greatly to push off offensive linemen or running backs in pass protection. Not afraid to bull rush. Not afraid to swim. Not afraid to pretty much show the fundamentals of his game in football. Loves the game of football. Loves the game of football. A good student of the game as well. You could tell on film that this is a football player that understands his position and understands his assignment, which I think is very pivotal to making sure that you win football games on the defensive side of the ball, all right, as well. So Miami already has a linebacker already as a verbal commit right now, and that's Elijah Melendez. The same way I felt when Bryant and Aguirre came in together, I feel the same way with Melendez and Gavin Nix. Melendez is a ruthless, big guy too, quick, great tackler, played running back, right, in high school as well. So he's able to kind of understand shifts and so on that the tailback might take, or even blocking schemes that give him an advantage against a running back, whether it's running or even pass protection. Gavin Nix could also do that, but he could drop it back into coverage as well. And he could be somebody that can help out in the passing game, while Elijah Melendez and so on may go after the quarterback, may go after the running back as well, whatever the case may be. So the bottom line is, though, these are the two guys that you want to see come in together. Okay, these are two guys. Even though I still think a couple linebackers are in play, like as well. Miami's not done yet recruiting linebackers, but these two guys will be a solid get for the Canes. Elijah already is verbally committed. All right, Gavin Nix is crystal ball to be verbally committed to Miami. Those two together coming in this class will be outstanding. Miami right now is building something very special with its defensive line. Okay, its defensive line and also its linebacking core. If we keep winning games, if we win games this year and winning continues, you will see a linebacking core of recruits come in, very similar to what we had in the past when the Miami Hurricanes were sending guys into the NFL, like basically like buying a can of Coke at Publix. All right, it's just something that was normal, and we're seeing that right now as we have linebackers right now that can play football, are good, solid football players, and all we gotta do is stack that talent, guys. And when we stack that talent, guess what? Winning is going to last for a very long time. Ask the old Canes teams, ask Bama, ask Georgia as well, that what they've done is they've stacked talent and they've been very successful football teams for, like, you could say, for over a decade or more. And that's exactly what Miami's trying to do, and that's what I think they're building, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, so Gavin Nix, learn that name. Learn that name. Familiarize yourself with him if you don't know exactly who he is, because he is somebody that you will be talking about if the Miami lands that verbal commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you heard, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to 305 Sports. Now, once again, I am Will. Stay safe. God bless. See you soon. Have a wonderful Father's Day, guys. Bye-bye. And go Canes. All about the you. Bye-bye.